On today's show, I'm joined by Maryland's Diamond Miller to discuss the Terps' busy offseason, her injury-riddled 2021-22 campaign, and a film session on her versatile two-way skill set. Locked Women's Basketball starts now.
You are Locked On Women's Basketball, your daily podcast on women's basketball. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
So welcome. You are Locked On Women's Basketball. My name is Hunter Cruse, and I'm the Saturday host covering the WNBA Draft and college basketball at large. Thanks for making Locked On Women's Basketball your first listen every day. And remember, Locked On Women's Basketball is free and available on all platforms, including YouTube. Today's episode, though, is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is to cover this season with more props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline, where the game starts. For more on Miller, the 6'3" contender dealt with a lingering knee injury last season. Though still taking home all Big Ten second-team honors, she posted a scoring average of 13.1 points, 2.8 assists, and 4.0 rebounds in 28.5 minutes per game. Also, disclaimer for audio folks, as today's episode is best on YouTube to get a visual of the film we're breaking down. Anyways, now on to my discussion with Maryland's Diamond Miller. Let's start with Coach Freeze's on-court coaching philosophy and your role within that system. So Coach presents y'all with a lot of quick hitter options to generate early offense, but also flow high-low actions out of her continuity settings. So what drew you to that style of play as a premier high school prospect?
Just definitely the speed of how they score was always something very attractive to me. It was just like a lot of fast-paced transition, and I love transition offense. It's easy, quick buckets that you could get without having a full 5-on-5 defense guarding you. So all that just drew me to come here. And not just that, it was just like when we were to like sit down and stuff and go like 5-on-5, she put people in the right situations to be successful. And I really admire that.
So during your recruitment process, were you considering any other schools besides Maryland? Did you visit anywhere? What was that like?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just like any other high elite athlete, there was a lot of schools calling my name, and I just had to visit a lot of schools just to make sure I picked the right one for me and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely visited a couple and saw what I needed to see from those schools.
So one thing that's super interesting with Maryland is we've seen a lot of overturning talent. So like when you were like an underclassman, you played with like such as Shakira Austin, WNBA lottery pick.
Mm-hmm.
You also played with Kyla Charles, Taylor Mikesell, Angel Reese, Ashley Owusu, a lot of talented players. So what do you think like contributes to this overturning talent? Like, what do you think is like, are there any specific reasons you think that players are coming in and out? What do you think with that?
I just think when you have a team full of a lot of elite athletes, people want certain things out of their career and stuff like that. So can be kind of competitive in practice and stuff. It was actually a lot of fun playing with all of them in practice, learning from one of like really great people on the court and off the court. So it was just, people have to do what's best for them at the end of the day. But yeah, when we were all on the court, I just remember it was always competitive, and it was always a place I wanted to be in because it was one of the best places, the best players in the country.
So let's like move on to your junior season. Did you notice yourself becoming more hesitant on that knee post injury? Because like prior to that, your burst and motor really stood out to me.
Yeah.
You had to be like go, go, go. You were just nonstop up and down the court. Didn't really slow down, just super fast. Did you notice yourself being like just kind of hesitant on that knee at all?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, that knee injury was long lasting and stuff like that. And it definitely played a toll on my confidence and stuff like that. Just trusting my knee again and just knowing that my knee was good was kind of hard for me to adapt to just because of the pain I felt when I wasn't okay. So mentally, it was definitely harder to adapt to my knee injury than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, there was some hesitance. I was a little hesitant sometimes, but I tried to push through as best as I could, but obviously I didn't do as good as I wanted to my junior year.
So like with that, you lost like you lost some game reps, some practice reps.
Yeah, exactly.
So what part of your game do you think you focused on most this offseason? Just kind of like to kind of get back to where you were before that and improve your game as well.
Yeah, just getting like my mojo back. Like you said, I lost a lot of reps and stuff like that. So I wasn't even allowed to play basketball, which was hard for me to comprehend. Like, what do you mean not play basketball? So the fact that I wasn't able to play really threw me off my mojo and stuff like that. So this offseason, when I was allowed to play, all I wanted to do was just play basketball and stuff like that, just to get the feel for the game. And I think main reasons last season where I struggled is I lost the feel for the game and stuff like that. Oh, nice. Oh,
I have some clips mixed in from your sophomore and junior season, so we'll see.
okay.
So we're gonna start with your just kind of let me know like what you see. I'll give my input as well, and just kind of go through some of these clips. So here we just see you pushing semi-transition. You really utilize that spin a lot, I noticed.
Yeah, that's spin move is a good go-to for me. I'm so long that like when I spin, people can't reach it. So I do use that fairly often.
So we see here another hard drive, no screen,
Yeah.
left hand finish with the offhand. Cross pass Veronica. This one.
Yeah, the goal is just to get to the basket at any means necessary. That was a lot. That was through a lot of people though. I don't even know how.
I think like right here you have that person on your hip, and then there's like Veronica right there.
Yeah.
Cross. Then we see here he has like an outlet threat. Euro.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like mentioning earlier about your up tempo offense. There's a lot of quick hitters. There's Ashley hits you out.
Yeah. I think that's what makes my game so like beautiful is just like my transition. Like when I feel like there's a lot of space, that's where I really feel like the most confident and stuff like that.
So then more half court settings, you're also
Yeah.
super effective. Another cross, another spin.
Yeah.
What I like about this is it's just like a lot of your finishes you'll finish like with your arms like super outstretched, just utilizing that length more than just like a lot of players at your size will want to like push their shoulder first, where you're more it's like a kind of like a finesse driver, I would say.
Yeah.
Kind of utilizing your creativity. We see another one right there.
Yeah. A lot of combo moves. I like those.
And we just see like kind of like a little bit of an ISO right here.
Mhm.
A lot of
Yeah.
just a lot of space to operate.
That was just a good read by Shy. Yeah. Cutting.
I just think just your availability as a cutter, because we can just notice, every defender has their eyes on the ball handler. You notice that cut back.
Yeah.
So then also your passing ability, which is like it's passing is one of the more fun things to watch, especially from someone at your size.
Yeah.
We have some mixed in here where you're like in the open court. We see you lead a transition break, find a kick out shooter.
Cash.
Missed it,
Oh, we actually missed that.
I missed it, but like so you kind of get the defender off balance, which is what I like here. Just like and just taking advantage of they weren't getting all the way back in.
Yeah, that's just an easy read. Close wide open.
Paint touch. You draw the help defender and you just hit a little overhead here. I just think you can make a lot of passes at different angles.
Yeah, I don't know how, but somehow.
Because like some you'll be like on the move, other like the last couple I've shown you were like you had your feet planted and then you just kind of like wrapped it around.
Yeah.
We see on the short corner right there, just
Trap. see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
A little bit of trap and then another cutter, and you just a little bit of an overhead one-hander.
Yeah.
Another wrap around where you just kind of like plant your feet.
Well, right there, I was a little stuck between the baseline and the two defenders. So yeah, I couldn't really move, but yeah,
It's like
easy. Yeah, exactly.
another easy read where you just like,
Yeah, exactly. Two people come to me, person diving.
so yeah, just understanding where the defender's at, but also where your teammates are at. Especially in an up-tempo system, it's easy just to kind of get overwhelmed, trying to play fast can come out negative at times. But
Yeah, but I think the best way about like the up tempo thing is that the reads are mostly advantages and disadvantages. So sometimes you're running as a 3-on-2. What are you going to do? And it's just reads like that, or when they trap you, you know someone's open, just finding the open player and stuff like that. So that's what makes the offense fun, but also I can see how it could be difficult too if you can't make those reads in a high pace level.
because what makes it fun from like someone like me neutrally watching these games is in fast-paced systems, you're more likely to you're not going to be like schemed into an offense where you're going to have freedom to make plays.
Yeah.
Because some teams, they'll have like some like very specific Princeton offense, for example, where they just have a bunch of cutters, just a lot of kind of like scripted reads into their offense where y'all are playing in transition. You see a lot of those moments where you're just like making reads without like a set. You're just kind of improvising. When we return, Diamond and I will wrap up our film session on her defensive versatility. But first, I need to tell you guys about BetOnline. BetOnline.net is your number one source for football betting this season. Find out your latest player developments, team matchups, news, podcasts, in-depth articles on every game you can find. The fastest and easy way to check on all of your favorite games and events, including MLB, MMA, boxing, and golf. Head to BetOnline.net or use your mobile device to learn more. BetOnline, where the game starts. So your defensive event creation, forced turnovers. So we see on this first one, you're guarding like 5'9" guard Veronica.
Yeah.
Shut down. So we see you as a little bit of an interceptor right here. Coming there. Then in transition, chase down block. So how do you think coach, like whenever y'all in practice or like just kind of like preparing for games, where does she view you like as a defender? Like what is your specific role within the system? Like what is she telling you exactly?
Play hard, be a pest, use your length. I hear that a lot. And rebound and stuff like that. So basically use what I got to my advantage and do it very well. So like high hands always, moving your feet and stuff, and don't get beat because I'm very capable of playing really good defense. And don't be lazy. Don't take plays off.
I'm not saying like comparison wise, what players do you think you enjoy watching? Kind of pick and choose like some you can like learn from them. Like are there any players that
absolutely. I love the way Dewana Bonner. She's really, really skinny.
I've heard that name a lot with your game.
Yeah, she's really, really skinny. And like I just like how I feel like I'm kind of skinny too. So I just like how she's able to still do what she has to do no matter her size. I mean, she's really tall, but she's just not as big. She's more skinnier. So like I feel like she does really good in the lead. So I feel like I kind of play like her a little bit, like that long, lengthy type person, drives to the basket, but likes to shoot threes, but could pass as well and stuff like that. And yeah, I like watching her play. That was really exciting to see.
So ahead of this season, y'all are probably gonna have another really good team again. How do y'all feel about the newcomers coming in? We know we have Abby Myers from Princeton, elite shooter. So where do you think how are you going to be asked to step up? Like because you also don't have Katie Benson, which was like your experienced guard.
Top shooter, yeah. I mean, Katie was going to not be here regardless of what happened. So there was always going to be an adjustment period, and I think with any team, when people leave, other people come. So you just have to step up and adapt. It's basketball. At the end of the day, we don't want to overthink this, and we're just going to play our game. Obviously, we don't have the same players, so it's going to be a little bit different, which is expected. But it's still the same style of play and stuff like that. It's just with different people and different personnel. So it's actually really exciting, to be honest.
No, I think it's November 11th. You guys play South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's going to be a really exciting game. They have a lot of athletic wings on their team. They also have Leah Boston.
Yeah.
Did you play with her at all at Team USA?
I played with her. I was fortunate to play with her and Zaya. Zaya was in very young, in high school. And Leah, I just played with her recently last year. Yeah, last summer. No. Yeah, last summer, not this summer, last summer. So very fortunate. She's a great player. As you may know, she got player of the year. So yeah, it should be very exciting. I mean, just to see where we stand against the AP pool came out, they're number 1, right?
Yeah, they're number 1.
Yeah. So that should be really fun, but just exciting. I didn't get to play in those games last year, so I'm just really excited.
Oh, yeah.
Conference games. Yeah. So
didn't you return? When did you return? Was it
it was December. The end of December, we played Coppin State. Was it? Yeah, we played Coppin State and stuff like that. So that was my first game back, and I couldn't breathe.
When did you suffer? When did you suffer the injury?
It was I first noticed pain. It was October-ish. Then we tried to fix it. We tried to do a shot, a PRP shot. That didn't really help and stuff like that. So I officially heard it probably in October. I don't remember the actual date, but it was sometime in October.
So that was right before the season.
Literally right before.
But I appreciate you for coming on and doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for making Lost Women's Basketball your first listen every day. We hope you enjoyed our discussion with Diamond Miller, an intriguing WNBA draft prospect that will certainly hear her name called early this spring. From me, stay tuned for additional WNBA draft content as we push to change the way the game is covered one day at a time. Now make your second listen Locked On NBA. The NBA season is here, and our local experts and insiders have you covered on and off the court all season long. All the biggest stories around the NBA every Monday through Friday in less than 30 minutes. Available on YouTube, Odyssey, and wherever you get your podcast.